everyone, and welcome to the Entrepreneurship special. My name is Nancy Masila, and I'm the founder of Jasiri Network. And today we have a special guest, Dennis Maina from SAS Digital. Now, just a bit of background in terms of why we're doing this Entrepreneurs special. It's because for one of our socials, just the one that concluded, the summer social, we were doing an entrepreneurship showcase, and we invited a couple of our community members who have businesses to come and share their careers and their entrepreneurship journey with us. And part of that showcase, we promised that we would also include a bit of marketing to kind of help them out with their businesses, be part of their products or their services. And we thought of calling in SAS Digital, who are one of our collaborators, to have this discussion with. So I'm really excited and looking forward to having this discussion with Dennis Maina. Hi Dennis, please introduce yourself and tell us what you guys at SAS Digital do.
Thank you for hosting us today. My name is Dennis Maina. I'm the founder for SAS Ads, a marketing and technology company based in Nairobi, Kenya. Our core aim is to elevate brands, and we have been doing so in over 60 markets, and this is our third year in operation, and everything has been going on well. I'm looking forward to this conversation where we'll discuss insights and the various influences that come into play when we're marketing different products and services.
Amazing. And if you're new here, Jasiri Network is a community of African diaspora professionals, mainly based in London, but kind of also supporting our community all across the UK and wherever they might be. So yes, really excited to have this discussion and see what we can have. First of all, I think I'll just put some great questions to Dennis. In what 3 ways would you describe yourself?
Interesting. I think I'm curious, daring, resourceful, and very audacious. I think that's how I would describe myself. What about you, Nancy? How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Oh my God. I think there are quite a number of ways I'd like to describe myself, but I think that the 3 that comes off the top of my mind is curious. Definitely, I love learning. I love learning new things, being in new environments that kind of just, I soak up whatever. The other bit would be open-minded. I quite like trying different things. And the other bit would be adventurous. I love going on adventures. I love traveling. I love learning about new cultures, learning about new people, meeting new people. And I think Jasiri Network has been a great place for me to meet new interesting people and just kind of explore different things as well while learning. So it just kind of sums up all of those things that are so core to me. Well, Dennis, before we get into it, I just have one question, and that is like, what are some of the trends you're seeing currently in the marketing industry, given that you're operating in several markets?
Yeah, thank you. That's a really good question. And my observation is that the marketing spectrum is ever growing and ever evolving. And of late, I've noticed trends within the AI space. So today, more than ever before, brands are utilizing AI-driven insights to develop better ways of connecting with their consumers, and this has brought about efficacy in delivery. That's number 1. Number 2, there is a lot of automation in terms of the different elements that contribute to marketing. So from a data perspective, from a segmentation perspective, from even a product development perspective, there is a lot of automation from data point to the other end. Another thing is a lot of agility. The space is moving really fast, and people have developed mechanisms and tapped into tools that are able to inform them on the things that are happening. So for me, these are the 3 main things that I've observed, and they cut across the entire marketing spectrum from whatever market that people.
Amazing. Thank you for that. And just before I forget, SAS Digital actually just celebrated a 3-year anniversary. A lot of businesses never get to survive to their 3rd anniversary. So congratulations. And maybe you would like to share with us a little bit of the background and kind of like why it means so much that you're able to celebrate 3 years. And what are kind of some of the fun things that you've been able to do within those 3 years?
Yeah, thank you. So I was actually reading a report by the World Economic Forum, and I got an insight that only 50 to 60% of businesses are able to go past the third year. And today we are happy that we've been able to be in the market. For the last 3 years, we have consistently innovated products that have put us to the world. And maybe even just to highlight some of the milestones that we've been able to achieve is that from launch in 2021 to date, we have been able to generate gainful employment for youths in Kenya and in Africa. And we have about 60% of our workforce, which rather comprises of Gen Z. The Gen Z they're very interesting in terms of how they work. They're very flexible, very agile, trendy, and they have contributed immensely in our product development and how we have managed to package the brand and to go to market.
Thank you, Dennis, for that. Now, going straight into the topic of today, which is around building a robust marketing strategy. Maybe you could kind of guide us through what are some of the key things entrepreneurs need to think about while thinking about their marketing strategy. And this is really to help out with some of our community members who have businesses out there. As mentioned, during the Jasiri social, we had a couple of entrepreneurs sharing with us their entrepreneurial journey and sharing the services and products that they deal with. So, yeah, help us, Dennis, kind of understand this.
Yeah, thank you. As an entrepreneur and as a marketer, more often than not, I find myself in a situation where I have to look at the business objectives and as well as correlate those to a marketing objective. For instance, you'll find that regardless of the industry that you are in, you need to create awareness about your brand. You need to create awareness about a product. And so I normally like advising anyone who wants to venture into the space of either popularizing something, be it a product, be it a brand, to always think about the backbone of whatever they want to do. And for me, I consider strategy to be the backbone because it gives you direction, it keeps you grounded, and gives you like a purpose of some sort so that you do not divert or rather go away or veer off from what you want to do. And again, I always advise people to be very much intentional in what they want to do. And by intentionality, I mean you need to map out the exact KPIs that you want to achieve. They vary from industry to industry. I know, like for instance, in the Jasiri network, you have different professionals. There are people that are in FMCG. We have people in tech. We have people in marketing. How do you again differentiate yourself when you're coming up with a strategy? Because a strategy is what will help you either win or lose. But again, we need to make sure that we are hacking it in terms of if it's a messaging, is it a message that will stick into people's mind? Is it emotional? Does it like create an emotional connection? If it's an interface, is it an interface that is easy to use? And there are so many other factors that you need always to remember when developing a strategy. But those are just but some of the things that I look at when evaluating a specific strategy for a brand or for a marketing campaign.
Well, Dennis, thank you for the insights. And for the different businesses at different stages of their growth, people do need to think about some of the key principles of the marketing strategy. So, what would you say? And this is kind of out of your experience running your own business and also working with different companies in different industries. What would you say are the key principles that they need to think about while coming up with this strategy?
Yeah, so understanding your market and your audience is key when developing a strategy. And for me, I look at four main components, and these include market and the industry dynamics of the specific industry that you are venturing in. The second thing is the objective. Which goal are you pursuing? And then you have your target audience and then the connection point. Looking at the market, industry, and the dynamics, you need to understand both internal and external forces, because these actually impact on how you are going to push the brand or rather the campaign that you're pushing. There are also other broad segments or other things that you should also consider. You have the social political influences, because you'll find that in some markets you even have regulations, like for instance, if you're pushing maybe pharmaceutical products or you're pushing iGaming product, you'll find that even the advertising networks have their policies, or even the country have governing policies for you when you're pushing a specific product. And then you have your goals. So your goals vary from the business goal and your marketing goals. You need to set very clear and smart KPIs. You need to look at how measurable they are, what are the timelines that you need to observe, how relevant everything is, and how everything again connects together. There is also the target audiences. The target audiences vary from industry to industry, from brand to brand. But again, you need to understand what you're selling. I normally say it's not about when you're pushing a specific brand, or when you're pushing a business. It's not about the game. It's how you play the game. So we need to look at how we are pushing and who we are pushing these things to, and it's actually influenced by a couple of things, which I call now the connection point. You need to have your product. If it's an interface, how well is your interface? How well is your the usability? If it's a platform, do you have the right channel to push your advertisement or your marketing and communication campaigns? And again, what are the placement? Are you reaching people at the right place at the right time? And all these factors actually influence and play a very key role to the result that you're going to achieve. So in a nutshell, that's how I look at the different dynamics that contribute to a good strategy.
Amazing, and thank you for that. I love the conversation so far. Now let's get into the elephant in the room. Budgets, budgets, budgets. To get returns, you need to invest. How would you go about budget allocation to yield positive returns?
It's a very interesting conversation because when we are pitching, that's actually the last section of our pitch decks. And we normally encounter very difficult conversation when trying to justify some of the budget line items that we put on our presentation. And for us at SAS, we believe that budget allocation to marketing activity is an investment and not an expense per se. But again, we need to look at the different components that contribute to the budgets that we have. We need to look again what we want to achieve, because from every investment you must have a return. So we have the return on investment to take care of, and again, from an advertising perspective, we always look at the return on ad spend. So what return are we giving back to the investor from the allocation, or rather from the funds allocated to the marketing campaigns? So we have the short term and the long term objectives. And again, with the budgets that we have, we need to always make sure that when we are utilizing them, we are always constantly reviewing, and we are looking at the bigger picture, because we have a bigger picture to achieve. But again, we do not want to have wastage of the funds that have been allocated. So do we always have enough budget to fund marketing campaigns? It's a very tricky question. It's a gray area, and it's actually informed by the brands that you're engaging with, the efforts that you want to achieve, and so many other components.
Well, it's been great having you, Dennis, and talking about marketing and strategy. What are some of your final thoughts as we kind of wrap this up?
Yeah, so for me, marketing is a journey, and we should invest in continuously understanding our market and our audiences. The moment we think we know it all is the moment we lose it all. And therefore, we should always keep our eyes, our ears, and our mind open, and keep our assumptions in check. This is the only way that you're going to win and have a long-term connection with our target audiences.
Amazing, amazing. I want to say a big thank you to you and to SAS Digital for always being kind of one of those top collaborators for Jasiri Network. We don't take you for granted. For everyone listening, you can find out a lot of information about Jasiri Network. Just type Jasiri Network wherever you are, and you'll be able to see our website, our socials, follow us, and also sign up to our newsletter. We hope to continue doing more live sessions like this to kind of just also bring a useful information to our community. So let us know what are some of the key discussions you want us to have, or if you want even to have Dennis back and kind of delve deeper into some of those specific conversations around marketing. And I think that's it from me. That's it from Jasiri Network. Hopefully we get to see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.